Hamas says it will release American-Israeli hostage Edan Alexander along with the bodies of 4 dual nationals. The terror organization says in a new statement the release affirms its complete readiness to begin negotiations and reach a comprehensive agreement on the issues of the second phase. The announcement comes after President Trump's envoy to the Middle East, Steve Witkoff, joined negotiations between Hamas and Israel earlier this week. Let's bring in ABC News Chief National Correspondent Matt Gutman from southern Israel. Hi, Matt. So what's the latest on this release?
All we know at this point, Diane, is that there have been a lot of press releases put out in the past hour or so. Some of them are contradictory and conflicting, right? So it seems, although I don't exactly know what they mean, that Hamas appears to be willing to agree to release American-Israeli hostage Edan Alexander and the bodies of 4 other citizens, American citizens as well. We don't understand if that is part of a larger negotiation or if that's part of this side deal that was talked about last week between American hostage envoy Adam Boehler and Hamas. He had direct negotiations with Hamas. The first time this has ever happened. No other U.S. administration has ever directly spoken to Hamas. And that was about the release of the American hostages, but maybe other hostages. So we don't know if this is part of a bigger deal, if this is a separate piece between Hamas and Israel. The Israeli Prime Minister's office just put out a statement saying that this is a psychological warfare and that they're trying to sabotage the main talks. The union, sort of representing all the families, the Hostage Family Forum, basically echoed the Israeli Prime Minister's response. We don't yet know. I can tell you that the families of American hostages being held say that they also have not heard either from the U.S. administration or from the Israelis. So there's a lot of uncertainty at this point, and I think we're going to have to wait a few more hours to see how this shakes out, Diane.
So, Matt, what does this all mean for the ceasefire negotiations? Is there a sense of where those stand right now?
We don't yet know. Both Steve Witkoff and National Security Advisor Waltz are on planes right now. So apparently they have to land to sort of wait to see and confab and figure out what their response is going to be. We do know that Waltz was in Doha for those talks between Israel, Hamas, and the mediators, the U.S., Egypt, Qatar, and some others as well, and that they have been ongoing. There has been some progress. We don't know to what extent. And right now, sort of the ceasefire is holding, but Israel has prohibited humanitarian goods and food from entering Gaza, also cut off electricity to the last remaining water desalination plant that was receiving electricity. That's affected drinking water for, we hear, tens and hundreds of thousands of Palestinians. So everything is still on hold, waiting to hear the results. The Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu has said that he has a security cabinet meeting which just met, and they're going to convene again Saturday evening, so it'll be at least 24 hours before they make a decision. So everything right now is up in the air. I wish I had a more declarative answer, a more definitive answer for you, but right now nobody seems to know. But there is tremendous excitement, certainly among the families of the Americans, and a lot of nerves right now, Diane.
And I know you're watching it all so closely. Matt Gutman, thank you.